Blog Talk Radio.
The motherfucking saga continues.
Yo, what's up, world? It's badass thuggin' like I usually do, and you better turn it up, bust some speakers out, cause we off the motherfucking cuff. You dig how we do it? Dog Pound Gangsters 2000 and beyond. Bleh.
What's up with it, y'all? Man, don't change that down. This your player partner, the legendary Cocaine. And you tuned in live to Off the Cuff Radio. Better not touch that down.
Yeah, this is Cassidy, the hustler. And right now, you listening to the Guillotine. Show them the respect they deserve, man. Off the Cut Radio, man. Y'all already know how they doing it, man. I need y'all to stay tuned. They've been doing it for years, so show them the respect they deserve. And you heard it out of bars, mouth. Easy.
Keep it moving like this. Yo, this your boy Rampage. You're not rocking with the best. With Off the Cuff Radio. Classic. History. Fix your face to all you haters. We off the cuff, baby.
What's up, everybody? This your girl, Bonnie Dollars, the Queen of Trap, representing Crenshaw, and you are now tuned in with Off the Cuff Radio. What's up? What's up, y'all? This is Miss Irresistible, giving a shout out to the livest show on Friday nights, Off the Cuff Radio, and I'm live from the 704. Make sure y'all tune in for the blazing hot music.
What it ain't, what it do. It's Chili Chill from that original Lynch Mob. And Off the Cuff Radio, always where it's at on Friday nights. West, y'all.
Every time you hear my music,
back up like You can outfit in all sections. Focus on getting the bag. They be like she all in a bag. We be out here filling the bag up, setting a sack up like Santa. Do it cause we never had none. Do it cause girls like to have fun. I gotta have me a mansion like 2 or 3. Need a private jet, infinity, like in the sun, kick up my feet. They be like, God damn, you never go out. COVID is over, go out the house. I be like I'm gliding on my money route. Going outside when you broke us for pounds. Get a big bag, Get a big bag, Back up like You can outfit in all sections. Focus on getting the bag. They be like she all in a bag. All these bitches can back up, but I need space. Got a big bag, you made it big rain on my parade. Back in the days, now we cross paths, shit ain't the same. Real big change, real big boss, all wins now, no more losses. That way we been dropped, now they sit and they was like, bitch, are you kidding me? Grind on my back on infinity, and that cause I know my identity. Didn't mean to step on you, silly me. Need a big bag, Get a big bag, Back up like You can outfit in all sections. Focus on getting the bag. They be like she all in a bag. Back up like You can outfit in all sections. Focus on getting the bag. They be like she all in a bag.
Here we are, episode 635, live and direct at Off the Cuff Radio. I'm your host, King Eric, the Media Assassin, and this show is sponsored by Football Radio, Buddy Boy Entertainment, Da Vinci Clothing. I got my host, T-Max, with the facts on the line. What's good, brother?
Man, look, it's a blessing to be with y'all. Thank y'all for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday of Thanksgiving Eve. We are live and direct. Shout out to our co-host, Sincere, a lot of fan man, ladies and children, of course, DJ Sincere, Dirty Bass Radio. We are ready to turn it up once again, going west up on the full frequency of Fresh. And we have a very, very, very special guest tonight. This young lady is no doubt indubitably and incredibly part of that young California movement in terms of Westward Bound, putting it down. She is in the full bloom of boom with her tremendous talent and no doubt making waves in the game in terms of surfing her own style of fresh to death and all-around originality and outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course, we cannot forget Dae-One and, of course, Derek CPT, who got us this interview. We are so thankful to y'all. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely, luminary, and truly talented Tatiana Rose. Welcome.
Cook Radio 635.
Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
We good over here.
It's Turkey Day's Eve. I'm over here getting a bag at work, but, I popped out for a second to handle this. I'm happy to be speaking to all of you, and you said some wonderful things about me. I really like that. That was very nice. So I feel like it was very genuine. It didn't really sound fluffed up or fake. You heard them bars. It sounds like you heard them bars.
Man, boo. Yeah, we pay attention to the new. We always pay attention to who's current and who's moving and who's shaking out here. That's our job.
Oh, okay. Y'all on top of it then, because the West Coast is definitely having a shaking season, and I'm about to kick the front door open for the females. So we about to go ahead and get it cracking. Summer 25 is ours for sure.
Man, look, boo. Over the summer, Kendrick set off the ignition of Incredibles, showing why nobody is like the West Coast. And, of course, we keep our ear to the pavement, and we hear the tremors and, of course, the loud sounds of, you and everybody putting it down out there. Obviously, you get into the bag, no lag, no half-stepping on how you repping. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from South Central LA. Everything I say in my music is pretty much part of my life. My sister, my brother, and myself was raised by my mom, single mom. So, we grew up a little bit rough, but it made all those edges perfectly, rounded off and sharp without the nail shop involved. So I'm a very down-to-earth chick. I love animals, you know what I'm saying? And I talk a lot about life. Like, all my songs are definitely a piece or a fragment of an experience I've had in life. I grew up on 90s, music. My favorite artists are Lauryn Hill, Tupac, and Biggie. But I have several others that really, made a big impact on my life growing up, got me through a lot of things. So, yeah, that's just a little bit about myself, even though that was a lot, right?
Well, look, in terms of South Central, you and another one of our favorites, because y'all two are one of the truly talented, G Perico representing Broadway Gangster.
I know about G Perico. little baby.
Shout out to Subway Out, All Blue, to the left. What is it about South Central, Tatiana, that over 40 years of hip-hop excellence that you all have been able to consistently create classics, to impact the culture, and most importantly, carry on tradition in such an honorable and tremendous fashion?
Man, that's an amazing question. I really feel like it's just a to live and die in LA type shit. It's just survival. Everybody is coming from surviving. Everybody comes from different walks of life. It's transitioned over 40 years. There's been a lot of gentrification. But I feel like that's a common denominator with all the artists that really come from that type of that part of the woods, that neck of the woods, that area. It's just really being able to transcend the lifestyle that you live and experience into words that people can relate to where even if you're not from that area, you're like, damn, that's very interesting. Or, wow, they survived that. Or, I want to go over there, too, and see what's going on. There's so many different layers of it with the South Central LA, but I really feel like it's so heavy-hitting, that deep emotional impact, that real deep storytelling is because the lifestyle, what everybody goes through trying to survive in LA, especially that part of LA.
Yeah. One thing about South Central, and, of course, shout out to the late John Singleton, of course, Boys in the Hood, we can't forget how Ice Cube started it off. It really kind of gave us more of an introduction when he kicked it off on the first line. Tyler Survivor South Central, a place where busting the cap is fundamental. No, you can't find the shit in the handbook. Take a closer look at a rap crew. Rule number 1, get yourself a gun. A 9 in your ass will be fine. Keep it in your glove compartment, because jackers, they love to start shit. Number 2, never trust the police, because if you white, they ain't nothing but peace. Watch out for the kill. Don't make a false move and keep your hands on the steering wheel. And don't get smart. Answer all questions. And that's the first question. Want to stay alive in South Central? Yeah. That's how you survive. I mean, we were like, whoa.
Yeah, that's information. You know what I'm saying? That's information. Just like on my record, Blue Tux, I'm over there talking about losing brothers to the streets, losing brothers to the cell. All these mamas heartbreaking, crying, feeling like they failed. He said, "Ma, please don't cry. I promise you raise me right. Only one to blame is me. The bad decision is mine. Out there fending for myself, because I couldn't stand to watch you bust your ass with zero help. The more hungrier we got, the more hustling prevailed. I wasn't the only one. Gained brothers through pain. I had none of my blood. Still water was thick like the laces in my chest. I told you they had my back. You said they hate all of their guts. Mom, this is a trap. They will set you up to fail when you're flipping for the coin. Test is great. That's real shit. It's some shit that you live through. You know? Yeah. If you see this is your brother. This is your cousin. This is your uncle. Shit, this your auntie. It's just what we living through every day.
Yeah, man. You know what? And, you know, the thing about it, even growing up in the hood, like, you know, like y'all have, the hood was not the holdback for y'all push up and definitely springing forward. I mean, when you look at some of, you know, guys like Keyshawn Johnson, you know, Jeff Trepanier, both who played football and basketball at USC respectively, you know, when you look at guys, you know, who have come so far. When you look at, I mean, even going to Compton, when you got, you know, Kendrick, who's just fucking just destroying it right now. You know, I mean, you know, it's like, you know, Dre, NWA. I mean, when you look at Ice Cube, when you look at everybody, you all have an undeniably unique impact on the game in terms of how you all have influenced it. When you look at the artistry and you look at what you went through, Tatiana, how you came up, what was it like in terms of inspiration? What was it like in terms of how important was it to you to bring that authenticity and reality into your rhymes that was relatable and real? I think we might have lost contact for a second. They having a good time in the back, though.
Oh, yeah. I did off the cuff radio.
Well, that's how I be moving out there. But, yeah, man, you know, I'll wait for them to come back, you know, because obviously they got it turned up in the background on King. When we look at the West and how it is still winning, and the ways that it is just totally like, I mean, dude, what can we say about the West Coast that we haven't said already?
It's a renaissance. It's a renaissance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a true renaissance that's going on right now.
Mm-hmm. From that renaissance, what would we liken it to, King, in terms of what we have seen in the music industry over the past 25 years in terms of watching how, you know, of course, New York, the birthplace of hip-hop as we know it, but watching how, of course, New Orleans, when they had their run in the, you know, late 90s, of course, you know, even in the West Coast during the 90s, of course, West Side Connection, you know, Ice Cube, Dub C, you know, Mac 10, what they did in terms of really bringing it back. I mean, even Chicago in the early 90s with, you know, Common, you know, and Atlanta. I mean, we can't forget Atlanta in terms of how they brought it to the forefront. But now it's come back to the West in terms of the West is really winning, man. And what would you contribute that to?
Just the energy and the artists that bring a different sound. because what they're doing is they're not bringing a redundant sound. They're bringing a true nature of a new sound with an old twist to where everybody can enjoy it. And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
And if anybody want to call up right quick, the call number is 516-531-9596. Remember to press 1 if you want to call the show love.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man. When you think about it, California, the West Coast, big ups to all of you out there on the West Coast. You all, Derek, Kenya, Dae-One, South Central Cartel, Sugar T, Mac Mall, Spice One.
Oh, we got a call. We got a call right now. The 310. 310. What's good?
What it do?
Hey, it's me and Dae-One on the phone. This Derek S. and Dae-One. What's up with my brothers? What's up with y'all?
What's good, man? What's
good?
What's up, y'all? What's up, fellas?
We all good.
Hey, man.
Great to have y'all with us. What's going on?
Oh man, we here to support Tatiana, man. We here to support Tatiana. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, that's what it is, man. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, she gonna call back because her caller got dropped. She gonna call back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely gonna call back. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to call and support. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of the rising artists on the West Coast, man, and she works extremely hard. She works extremely hard, man, and Dae-One has a lot to do with her development.
Man, I can't believe she dropped her call, man.
Yeah, man, we gotta get her back.
She gonna call back.
Absolutely, absolutely. But while we got you guys on the phone until she calls back, like we were just talking, and you might have heard it, Derek, the West is once again going through a monstrous transformation of magnificence in terms of not only setting the trends, but of course bringing a whole new level of musical excellence to the game. Obviously, Kendrick is spearheading the movement, but you both have a incredible impact in terms of what you have done, what you're doing. From being entrepreneurs yourself in production and in terms of being, both businessmen in the game, what do you all see about the West right now in terms of how y'all are doing?
Honestly, from my perspective, the West has been doing something strong for a long time, and it's just now getting to a point where people are starting to recognize all the hard work that a lot of these artists have been putting in for years. And not to discredit anybody else or any other region or any other coast, but it's something about Los Angeles that kind of feeds the culture of music in the aspect of lifestyle, fashion, dance, and sound. Los Angeles has always had its own distinctive kind of sound, you know what I mean, just like other regions have had their sound, but everything kind of goes in rotation. You know what I mean? Something else is hot right now, but then something else can come and make an impact that's just really impactful. And I feel like the West Coast has this synergy going on right now amongst the artists, the producers, the singers, just the industry as a whole. And I'm just happy to see it happening.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Derek, please give us your take on it.
Oh man, you know what? My thing is, I agree with everything what Dae said. To be honest, I agree everything Dae says. It's like you said, you don't knock any other regions or any other coast or whatever. And we've seen everybody do it. The East Coast done it. The South has done it. The West has done it. But it's very seldom that you get a chance to keep, do it again. After one region take it, and then you still can kind of get it back again. And you credit people like, the Dae-Ones, and producers like that, JFK. But then you got people, the artists like Kendrick. Kendrick can put the whole West Coast on his back. You see what I'm saying? And it's just incredible how it is, man. I mean, this West Coast thing it's incredible. That's all I can say. It's incredible. Not to knock any other region, because like you say, like Dae-One say, I mean, everybody's doing what they do. But the West is a little different, just a little different out here.
Yeah, and when you look at the different flavors you all have from, Southern California to Northern California, even Middle California, when you look at, all the groups, past and present, of course, NWA, Of course, when you look at
Ice-T. Hold on one second. We got a 323
Okay.
caller online. Let's see what it is right
323.
quick. 323.
323, you on the air?
Hello?
Yeah, this 323. 323, what it do? Who this? How you?
It's Tati's mom.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Dae-One?
Hey, what's up, Mom?
Hey, y'all. Tati's at work. She probably got a table. Don't give up. I'm going to try to call my manager.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, man. She's been working hard. She's been doing this for the longest. She's done most of it by herself, like everything. And Dae-One has been there since day one for her. And I really hope that her real music gets out there because she got a lot to say. And it's not fabricated. It's life. It's real. It's her life. And, wow, I don't know. It's not just because my daughter. I actually tell a lot of people, like, let me know what you think. And if you really listen to her whole, all her music, there's party music, but there's a lot of deep stuff in there, and it needs to be heard. And I'm very, very proud of her. And, I'm glad she's not giving up.
One thing about it, number one, she ain't by herself because all of us collectively are here to support. We know what it means to have that independent grind, to have that heart to hustle, and most importantly, the drive to succeed. You have shown such an extraordinary solidarity with your children. You've shown her the pillar of support, of powerful presence.
Who is it?
You embody Black woman excellence in terms of being there for your children in an aspect of where most parents would try to dismiss music as a passing phase and maybe not profitable or even something worth pursuing. Your support is priceless in terms of ensuring that your daughter's talent is heard.
We've been in taxis before we had cars. We've been to Ross. We done did whatever we had to do even before she had kids. And I will do it ever, and I'll continue for all of my children, for them to succeed in whatever their hopes and dreams are. And she really has something to say, and she's good.
Yes, absolutely.
I do feel like this is, I told her, it's her time. Her time is coming. Like y'all said, it's a renaissance. Things are moving. Rap isn't only for 20-year-old females anymore. I think it's more about the content. And God knows she's gorgeous. Like, let's just keep it real as far as that. But forget being gorgeous. Like, she got it. She got a lot of real shit to say.
And that's important, man. We have to look at it from the culture because we're all older. And we all grew up in a time where lyricism and hip-hop was predicated on not only substance, but a real story to be told. And we have to stop the ageism in the culture where we're trying to euthanize the legends or even people. One thing about it that I've always been a proponent of, and all of us collectively feel the same, I believe, is that when you are older, those young experiences, mistakes alike, give you the older wisdom that is not only essential, but is a true and candid means of expression. Because you mature, if you're blessed to get older, you mature in a fashion that allows you to articulate those experiences in a fashion that is more reasoned, and most importantly, it is from a real place. And when you bring the talent together to express, nothing can stop you with it.
She shoots straight from the heart. I mean, you could ask people that have been in the studio with her. She don't take no 5 hours to write her stuff. She get up in there. People are always like, oh, my God. Like,
don't take her no time.
She got that.
And that's important.
She get in there and take care of business.
Look, I mean, Yeah, and that's something that shows the dedication to the craft. Sometimes it don't always come the way you want in terms of baking that cake and then serving it up with the candles to bring the extra, fire on it. But it's something where we tell anybody. We've been blessed to do this show 10 years. We're never dream killers of an artist in their endeavor. But we also tell artists you need to have your shit together in terms of understanding, number one, this is a business. Two, this can't be a hobby project. This should be a passion that you pursue with your heart, body, and soul. Right. And when you get in that studio, you gotta let them know you here for business. You ain't playing. No, we ready to get busy with this.
Right. And she really reminded me of the old school, which I'm very passionate about. Like, she could spit bars like just on GP, like just do it. She don't have to think about it. She don't need notes. Like, she really natural talent. She amazed me all the time. In addition to being a wonderful human being and a hardworking mother, and all that.
Absolutely.
I'm really proud of her, and I'm proud of the whole thing. I really hope everybody rise up. I hope the West Coast, come out again. And these grassroots organizations, the community is what's going to make the difference.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously, you know the history, and you know the tenacity of which she has tackled this. Who were some of your musical phase growing up? Because obviously,
okay, well, wow. I always love Pac and Biggie, but I really love Method Man and Redman, and one of my all-time favorites is the Ghetto Boys, the Resurrection album. That Resurrection album, it
one of the hardest albums ever.
Yeah.
Man, nobody could tell me anything different, man. Nobody could tell me any. That, to me, I don't know, speaks to, wow. It just, yeah. But I like that sort of rap, and I like, really deep type of things. The party music is cool, but there's so much, there's only so much of that stuff. It's cool for a party, but the real deal is what, personally, I really love. And Mobb Deep. I love Mobb Deep, too. The Survival of the Fittest. Quiet Storm. Come on. And, that's my thing. That's what I love with that.
I think I remember when that Murder Music, and for y'all understanding the history with that Murder Music album, I mean, 99, that shit rocked all fucking summer. For those, boy, but for those that got the bootleg, if you got that, and you got all those, and you got those original tracks on it that didn't make the album when it was actually released, that's like...
But you got the intro, with oh my God, when he's talking about, and that's how I feel about my son being incarcerated now. They don't want, old boy says, they don't want to let my family make money. They don't want, they don't.
They're trying to enslave everybody. He pay attention to everybody. That's the beauty of what keeps the culture growing, is that everybody paying attention to what everybody's doing. Nobody is like secluded to one direction. The ears to the east, the ears is to Memphis, the ears is to Louisiana, New York. That's how you grow and have longevity.
Yeah. And let me not forget Illmatic, man.
Right. Classic.
Let me not forget, man. Remember the whole backwards? Come on, man. What was the name of that song? He did the whole thing backwards.
That was Rewind. That was Stillmatic.
Good God, man.
That was Stillmatic. Yeah, Rewind.
Yes. There's Stillmatic and Illmatic. Man, that's the type of shit I love. That's me. Well.
Yeah, man. And when you think about years later, it's funny because we are approaching the 23rd anniversary of Stillmatic, released on December 4th, 2001. Nas absolutely just redefined what what battle rap was. I mean, when he dropped
Yes.
I mean, that was just. Matter of fact, I think I got my dates fucked up.
Hey, you know what? To be on the funny side, side though, at least Jay-Z took it to the chin. He went out like a man. He didn't take it to the law.
I like KZ, but he don't touch me like the rest of them cats do.
He didn't call the law. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna go on vacation to France. And I'm gonna come back.
Probably a good idea right now.
I'm not gonna call the lawyers and attorneys over a diss record.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the new hip hop right there.
Yeah, man. So that was that era of hip hop. When we look at the battle, when you think about it, man, what do you
battle dance with the break dancing? Remember when they would go at it, pop lock it, and
yeah.
I remember the clubs back then. Like it was a good time, man. It was good. Or they're rapping, battling, dancing, battling. It was cool.
Yeah, but that's the essence of it. When we look at what's going on right now, people that really know the culture, yourself, Day, Derek, King, we all understand this, that there's an intrinsic link because hip-hop came from the streets. So the streets are very competitive. When we look at this situation of what Kendrick and Drake did, we're just going to say it on air. We know Drake lost. I mean, he lost over the summer, but he was at least battling. That's what makes this whole situation so disappointing now, and even the convoluted type of commentary of why he's saying he's doing and talking about, well, I'm trying to protect the artists from these major labels in terms of how they fluffed. I'm like, Drake, stop. You lost and you
bro. Nah, man. This is like I was telling T earlier, man. What happened was this. He woke up one day. He saw that it was almost December. These months is going real fast. So he's like, you know what? I got to make a call and stop this because, the Super Bowl around the corner. Shit. So let me go ahead and get some lawyers on the phone.
I figured that he knows he was made a fool out of, so now he might as well get some more money because he got no way out of it. Kendrick Lamar trashed him.
A month started creeping up real fast. And he started being like, wait a minute, hold up. Somebody hit up on the phone and like, when the Super Bowl? February? What month is it? November. January, December, January. Oh shit! Get on the phone. Get the lawyers on the phone. We gotta stop this now.
Right.
Because he was nominated to perform there in August, and we just look at it like, man, that's all the way is it November. I mean, we're all in February. We got all the time in the world. Man, a month start creeping up on them. Lawyers are like, hey man, they scramble to get something done.
But somebody like me, I never took him seriously, though. Not like, he's cool, he's a rapper, he made lots of money, he had some real cool music, but to me, he would never be on the ranks of the people we were just talking about, ever. That's just my personal opinion, though, but I really like what I like, so, he's mainstream, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Something for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, that's great, but I don't think he don't have the same substance as the people we were talking about earlier. That's just me personally. I know the whole world will say I'm crazy, a lot of it, but oh well.
Nah,
I don't think he can compare.
No, and the thing about it with Drake, when we speak on it, it's not from the issue of hate. We don't hate on Off the Cuff Radio. None of us are haters. But when we look at it from a strictly musical aspect, Drake has had a tremendous career. Definitely he's a legend. We acknowledge that. There's been a lot of controversy along the way, though. And the fact is, like anything, he came up against the Jordan of the West right now, which happens to be Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. And Drake was number one, and he's number two, which makes him the first loser. because Kendrick is the number one undisputed winner. It happens.
Yeah. There's got to be a loser if there's a winner. It's just the way life is.
Yeah, but the fact that I think when we, if this is a battle, in terms of just how Jay-Z and Nas had it, or even how, back in the day when LL and Kool Moe Dee did it, even when Shan and KRS went at it, the problem with
KRS, I love them too.
Yeah,
love them.
The essence of the battle is somebody has to show with their lyrical swords why they are the preeminent force in terms of being the number one. KRS, of course, made that song, I'm Number One. When the problem with Drake is that what Drake did, it is the antithesis of everything that is culture. It is a total contradiction. It is an affront. It's downright disgraceful to file a lawsuit against the label. Now, mind y'all,
and
this
then
is his
same
boss.
label.
Universal UMG is his boss.
I know.
I'm like, this is like when Kaepernick sued the NFL. You don't get to sue your boss and it's gonna go well.
Like, hold on, they gave you $400. They gave you a $400 million worth deal, and you will go. You gonna slap that table. You gonna slap those snakes away.
And the story behind it is supposedly because Drake's contract is
it's WWE, bro. That's WWE at the end of the day. They had to come up with a story because they know in conference it's a bad look to sue over a disc record. So they were like, okay, we got to give the masses something to make this thing look good even though it's bad. We're going to tell them we're doing this for the culture. Spotify's doing this, Spotify's doing. I'm like, man, they've been juicing numbers since the 90s. Remember when Def Jam used to have our album go platinum before he would come out?
Man, look, I mean, we're not gonna do it on air to tell the story of a particular artist that came out in the 2000s and how a certain label that was on Def Jam supposedly bought 500,000 copies of the record to get it to gold, and then
I might get on a rap battle so I can. Man, I might have to sue. That's the new wave, man.
Yeah. I mean, King, Derek, Jay, if y'all still in the air, what do y'all think of the whole thing in terms of how the battle rap culture got compromised with what Drake did?
What did you say? I can't hear you.
How do y'all feel about how Drake compromised himself with the battle rap culture in terms of what it meant to do what he did?
That was sucker shit, man. You don't do no shit like that. That was sucker shit right there. I ain't rolling.
Hey, man. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I was telling them, man. He found out that Super Bowl was around the corner because when those months start coming after daylight savings, they come fast. So he was thinking, oh, shit, I got to go ahead and make some calls now, get this thing. Not Like Us going to be all over the Super Bowl. And he messed up, too, but by bringing more attention to this because now the record got more legs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Man, I be saying, I saw two of my little cousins bumping that thing this morning. I said, oh, thank you, Drake.
Right.
You done gave the record more legs. Everybody stopped talking about it. And you done made it hard again.
Well, you know what, Kendrick, you see what Kendrick did, though. He put this other single out, and look how it's blowing up. So if he did this at the Super Bowl, trust me, people will love this, too. So Drake trying to get the other song removed, and just in case they do that, he still has something in place. So he'll be all right.
Look, shout out to the Inglewood Sentinels girls basketball team and what they did with the crazy dance for the mustard collaboration him and Kendrick did to turn the TV off joint and the dance video they did. If y'all have not seen it, check it out on IG. It is amazing. Shout out to the young ladies repping. I mean, of course, the squabble up.
Man, that boy is scrambled, man. You know what? Check this out. This is what he's gonna probably do, guys. Kendrick gonna mess that boy up so bad, he gonna probably tease Not Like Us and do squabble.
Right.
Got that boy fighting ghosts out there.
Yeah, it ain't going to end good for Drake. I don't think so.
Look, this is like Sam Darnold when he was in the Jets game and said, I'm seeing ghosts out there after he kept getting sacked. This is Drake right now.
Right.
The only way this thing could switch in their favor if Tucci drops some fire. And I don't know if he got it in him anymore.
We're going to see. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? We're about to see, but I don't think he should. But my thing is this. Think about it. Before Kendrick and all this Super Bowl stuff, how many people was talking about Lil Wayne? So it's actually working out for him. You know what I'm saying? Actually, as far as getting his publicity back and, you know, maybe he might be able to sell a few more records now. So nobody was talking about Wayne. So it might work out good for him in a way, but just stay away from Kendrick. You know what I mean? Put some music out, but stay away from Kendrick. And you should be okay.
Just go ahead. Yeah, just put some new music out. He'll probably drop a line here and there, but if you're going to go direct, man, look. Get them OVO Ghost Riders.
According to Joe Budden, the song is supposedly it's already done, and Wayne's, it's just a matter of time if he releases it. Which I would tell Wayne, you may want to keep that in the chamber. Don't fire that warning shot.
Nah.
Hey man,
he gonna find out. So I tell people this, man, like just being in Compton and the support that Kendrick got out here, and on both sides, you know, the red side, the blue side, and you know, don't get it twisted. He got the Hispanics too. You might have a few Hispanics that's not, you know, on some gang stuff. That's probably, you know, not tripping with him, but the majority of the city, he got like 95% of the city. I would say probably even more. You know,
I agree. I think it's way more widespread. I work with a lot of different people at work. A 60-year-old white guy that's gay listens to it all the time.
Right.
Loves it. Loves it.
Right. Just the impact Kendrick got on the culture. You think about it, the kids, they loving it. They get dances of it, TikTok challenges. They'll sing the lyrics. You got the older people. I mean, it's like it's one of them songs.
Malima Abdullah put it on her Instagram.
Right. See. Right. And like I say, he's just one of them artists that everybody, you know, a wide range of ages can listen to Kendrick. Like everybody's gonna have like their favorite Kendrick song. You know what I'm saying? From the youth to the older people, they can all pick out a Kendrick and they'll know a song from Kendrick. So big impact for the culture. But I know these dudes in Compton. You say something bad about Kendrick out here, like you say, they don't even play Drake out here. They ain't even playing Drake out here. You know what I'm saying? You can't even get nobody to play no Drake out here. I'll tell you that right now. So, it'd be the same for Lil Wayne too. Ain't no Drake. Hey, you play some Drake in the city, those motherfuckers will get behind you and follow your ass and shit. Like, you know, trust me.
Right.
Ain't no Drake played in Compton right now. You know.
Will it suffice to say that Kendrick has reached that Michael Jackson level of impact for Compton in terms of what he has done, being such a transformative and impactful artist of what he has done not only for the city but hip-hop culture? Would that be hyperbole, or would we kind of say that's within the realm of what Michael did in terms of how he was able to have such a wide reach?
Oh, man. Mike had women and kids crying, too. You know, Mike had a big reach on the culture, you know. You got to think about everybody from, you know, who didn't want to be Michael Jackson at a time. At one point, you know, Mike was the coolest thing. But you're right about that, how Kendrick got the culture right now, too, from the, you know, the wide range. Like I was saying, the kids to the older people. It's kind of, you're exactly, that was a great reference right there, T, you know, because he has everybody right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
He's doing it in a fashion where they can't even predict his next move. That's what's frustrating them. Because it used to be a time where, they'll announce a disc record coming at like 7 p.m. They're gonna send it to Funk Flex. everybody gonna run to it and tune in and see what the hoopla is all about. Kendrick just drop shit out the sky, and you can't even respond to it. You gotta just sitting there like, wait, what? I can't even.
Right.
That's what Best does. He dropped that record, that Family Matters record. He thought he was gonna go home. He thought he was gonna go to the club. Next thing you know, 2 missiles came on his ass. He was like, damn it, I'm tapping out. I'm involved in the law.
Hey, that's the thing too. Hey, bro, think if Lil Wayne drops something, Kendrick can drop some shit like 2 seconds after, right after he dropped it.
Absolutely.
You know, Kendrick can drop his shit 1 minute after he dropped his shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
can't even soak it in.
The power
and I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he probably you know he got something in the chamber for Lil Wayne. So you would hate to see Lil Wayne go down like that, but
well, it is
what
it is.
It is what it is.
All you gotta do is do. It's like this, man. He can't, and that's the scary part about it. They can't soak it in. Like, and used to be a time when you could take that victory lap, you drop the bomb on them. You ain't gonna have time to take a victory lap because an hour later, 15 minutes later, boom.
Right.
Well, that's like the 2009 Super Bowl with the Cardinals and the Steelers, as they infamously called. The Cardinals won the game, and then the Steelers won the game right back.
Right. I remember that. Right. I remember that. But yeah, man.
I could even go with a baseball analogy, man. It reminds me of the 2004 Yankees when they dropped 3-0 into the Red Sox.
Oh, man. Speaking of the Red Sox fan on the phone, you know, I remember that. You know, trust me, I remember.
As a Yankee fan, I have to hear this shit from the Red Sox fans all damn eternity. I'm like, oh.
Right. Hey, but
came back 3-0. Never heard in baseball.
Right. I'm gonna give you a couple of stories about Tatiana, man.
Okay.
You know, before she get back on the phone. You know, she hits me up one night. You know, she see, I have another artist that I deal with, so she was familiar with her, and you know they knew each other. So she hits me up, and she was like, hey, I like what you're doing as far as the moves. So could you make some moves for me and do some things for me? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm like, sure. You know what I'm saying? She's down with Dae-One. You know, me and Dae-One, we got our partnership, so we've been doing what we do for the last 5 years. So, it was just like, and then when she comes in, it's like that energy that she has. When Tatiana is somewhere, trust me, you know she's there. I'm going to just say that right there. You know she's there. And the energy is just positive, great vibes. Like if you down or if you're not in a good mood, she's going to get you there. She's going to help you get into that good mood because just the way she is. And as far as the music, bro, like her mom said, she gets in there, she's not going to be in there for no hours like that for working on no one song. You can forget that. You give her 2 hours, you might get about 3, 4, 5 songs out. That's just the way her work ethic is. Yeah, she got that Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality, work ethic, bro. She gets in there and she knocks it out. Right. Like I say, man, she has so much music that she's about to put out. She probably put out another single out this year. We might get another video out. But next year, 2025, that's when you'll really see what Tatiana is really about. Trust me, bro. She'll put a full album out, produce JFK and Dae-One production. And like I say, bro, she's on fire, man. They love her in Compton, too, man. They love her in L.A. They love her in Inglewood. They love her, bro. She's, the videos. And like I say, she can spit with the best of them, bro. She can spit. Like, you hear her mom, who her mom likes, the MCs that her mom's like, so you can tell where the influence comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Tatiana is incredible, man. Tatiana Rose.
Once she gets through the right door, the world will know, and I'm very confident.
Right.
That's just it.
Great.
This business, you just gotta have that one, that one chance, and that, and regardless, to me, she's made it.
Right. She's doing some incredible things right now. Like, and when she hits that stage, you see her stage show is incredible too. Nothing but great feedback from her stage show. So, like I say, she's on her way right now. She's, like like I say, T.E., that work ethic is incredible, man. She get in that studio, she knocked them songs down real fast. And it's high quality.
Because
it's
natural to her.
Right.
But it's natural to her. She has so much stuff.
And she works well with others. You could put her in the studio with anybody. She don't even have to know the people. You know, I connected her with a couple of other girls. Now they're sisters. You know what I mean? They hang out with each other.
Trendy.
Right.
Shout out to Trendy.
Shout out to Trendy and Cam. Yeah, right. Kamisha and Trendy. Shout out to both of them. Great. Two
they
two
just did a video
artists
together
themselves.
They had a couple
right.
bars on a video. They did. We did 2-3 weeks ago with Dae-One.
Right.
Dae-One was there.
Right. Kamisha got a lot of music coming out too, so you look out for her stuff. And her, Tatiana have a lot of stuff coming out together. Right. They, you know, so just seeing them work together, that's an incredible thing because you know they've been putting out some dope stuff and they got more dope stuff coming out.
I mean, that's what it is. When you look at what the music industry is and how artists, I mean. We have to look at it from the basic fundamentals. How important is it for an artist to get that home support in terms of really being able to propel them forward? In such a market like South Central and Compton that has such a rich and distinguished history, so the branding means something when they get behind somebody. What does that mean?
I'm sorry, who are you asking? I was trying to text the manager.
Both of y'all.
I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to get in touch with Tati. We work at the same place, and
it's okay.
Trying to get in touch with my manager.
It's okay.
What was the question again? I apologize.
What does it mean for an artist, especially coming from a place like Compton or South Central, where the branding is so pronounced, it is so distinguished, it is so impactful, that the hood shows love to help them propel themselves forward? What does that type of backing mean coming from the hometown?
I think that backing is everything because it goes way back to when people were selling cassette tapes out of their cars at the swap meet. Like the community, the original, like that's. I think it's the what do they call that, ground zero, like where it all starts. I just in today's world, of course, social media is big and all that, but it shapes you. You can't, like when you hear a real deep music and what have you, if you are from there and grew up there, you know that it's real. You know, right. Everybody on the outside, it might sound cool, it might sound scary, it might sound like, God, how did you go through it? But, you can't know how real it is unless you grew up in that environment. And I think that it makes a difference because the hood is very undercredited. They've made millions for Nike, for so many brands, for so many things. Like, in that aspect, there's so many layers.
Right.
I don't think it could be without that unless you're just, a pop star or something like that, I think if you're a real authentic rapper.
I think we got it back on, y'all.
Are you there?
Oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Oh, my God. I'm like, I'm running out of shit to say. Go on, Mama.
It's okay.
Oh, the messages. Oh, my God, I apologize.
It's okay. Look, we make it work. We've had stuff happen on the show. We made it. Hey, it happened.
Right.
Right, Mom. Thank you for holding it down.
Mom definitely held it down. Mom's held it down.
My best. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna sound stupid in a minute.
No, you did great. You did great.
Okay, so yeah. I left off a long time ago, but we were talking about the significance of the sound in South Central and how everybody, those greats that started it off was really, telling real things people could feel. We were talking about Ice Cube last.
Yeah.
Somebody got on here spitting it, front to back.
Yeah. What you all have shown is that you all have a story, and I think that's the most important foundation of any artist, to be able to tell something. When you look at social media and where the presence is, we sometimes see the show, but we don't see the substance. And obviously, with your work ethic, your drive, determination, cordialness, a radiant glow that is way beyond, it's nuclear, like the orange out of Rick James, like Charlie Murphy's, to the orange aura, like, or I
That's
see
electrifying. That's electrifying right there.
Yeah, I mean, you radiate everything that is necessary, that is growth, that is water, that brings the fertilization to the process. What does it mean to have your hood behind you, to know that there are people in your corner, to have a mother that is undyingly supporting and so loyal and so loving in her effusive and well-deserved praise of you?
Man, that just shows me God. That type of love can only come from God. You know what I mean? Over the aunties, like that type of love, you don't find no more. So that just lets you know that love is God. And really, it's like I said, you don't see that before. Like motherhood, players and nobody else. But the type of mother that I have, you don't see that anymore, and you really need to see that shit back then. So I feel like that's a power, and that's what I was gonna say. Shit, my hood is my mama, my brother, my sister, my kids, my team.
I love you, baby.
That's my hood, and it feels very special to have support and have people that support your dreams and push you to try to help you get there. Especially from LA, we trapped in a boiling pot. People try to tear each other down and get to the top. So when you actually find you a little village, a little team like yours, luckily I was blessed to have. That's like we're blessed to be born in this country instead of being born in a third world country somewhere. Like your whole life experience will be different. So just as special as it is to like be lucky enough to out of any place in the world, a nigga could have been born. You born right here. That's just as how special it is to have the type of mom that I have. And that's why I could be doing this shit for 10 years and been told no 10,000 times, no. But I'm still walking around like I know it's a yes, because it's going to be a yes. I don't know what the yes story and pull whoever up I can pull with me. And then when that yes happens, we're going to show how everybody else to get the yes. How can you get the yes? How can you get your yes?
That's the love.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
That's what's up, baby.
As a mother, as a mother, as a female artist, what does it mean to show your children what in terms of representing for the FemCs? I mean, we have Cam and China. Shout out to Inglewood. We have Honest Along, the daughter of the legendary Cocaine. We got Kamaya out in Oakland. You're part of that lineage in terms of the way. And all of them represent the game in the West in such a, Doechii, SZA, all of you are
Doechii.
Incredibly, yes.
And, it seemed like it's been a long time coming, too, because if you think about the reign of females, like, there was a huge gap for the West Coast. Like, we had Lady of Rage and Yo-Yo, and we had, them back then who was actually from our side, but you didn't really see it. After that, it was all artists like Nicki cracked it off with the East Coast, when she had her reign and her way. But it's like when all the new rap girlies started coming in, the ones that was able to crack the stream, they were from the South and from the Coast. So it's nice to actually see the type of acknowledgement happening now. It's in the early stages. I think there definitely could be more. But the fact that there is SZAs and Doechies and, Doja Cat, I think she's from the West Coast, too,
she's
if I'm not
LA,
mistaken.
From LA, yeah.
Right. the Doja Cat. We're starting to be able to make noise, but I'm really trying to hit the home run with the storytelling. I don't feel like none of the girlies is really telling all parts of what women and mothers and females like really be going through. Like they talk about the cute stuff. They don't want to talk about the ugly stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get up in the ugly. We about to get up in the ugly because it's so much going on behind the face and people just don't even understand.
And I mean, we can't forget Il Camille. We can't forget Il Camille either, how she been doing it.
Yeah, and what area is she from?
Il Camille, I believe, is from Los Angeles.
No, I have to check her out.
Yeah, Il Camille is dope. Shout out to her as well. Her and Damani, they're in a group together. But it's just important, I think, for representation matters. And for you being in it doing what you do, along with the other ladies in the game, y'all shown that y'all brought a level of class, sophistication, and, lyrical prowess. You're more than just a pretty face. You're fly, with the rhymes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people don't want to listen until you look a certain way. So it's like, okay, but then you got artists who look a certain way. They ain't ready to talk when people ready to listen. So we just gotta find a way to bridge the gap. It's just like you always see a super nice girl with a fucked up ass dude, or you see a fucked up ass girl with a nice dude. It's like we can never bridge the gap and make it work right. So that's what I'm really trying to do and bring to the game here, and bridge that gap where you can actually get all the components you want in a new female artist, upcoming female artist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the layers to this.
It is.
Sorry, I just also have to say that Tatiana also has a bachelor's degree from the recording school, so she also knows the recording part of the business as well, and the business aspect of the business. And she has a degree in that, which is also another great, amazing thing, because it's important to be well-rounded. So that's another issue, people getting taken advantage of in the music industry. Shout out to Sid who gave them people who bought their stuff and gave it back to them.
Yeah. What have you found in terms of when you get in the studio and making sure that all the acoustics, everything is right in terms of the sounds that facilitate your process for production and creation?
I'm sorry, what was that last question?
What have you found in terms of being studio savvy, in terms of making sure that the acoustics are conducive for facilitating your sound of how you want it, and the process in your creation and articulation of your vision?
Oh man, the articulation of the vision, like it's kind of like the inside out. So for one, you know what you're paying for, okay? Because you got all kinds of dingbats walking around talking about they know how to record music, and it's just you don't even know what you're paying for if you don't really know good sound. You know what I mean? So that part plays such a big role for me, because when you're a female artist and you don't really have a team yet, right, it takes you start building a rapport with people who you feel like, okay, this is who I go to record with. This is who I go to for this, because you know that they're good at that. But that doesn't come right away. So for me, it was 2011 when I decided, okay, I'm about to take this shit seriously. So I'm going about 10 years now, but I went and did that first, because I'm like, okay, I'm not about to be playing no dick and pussy games with no niggas to try to get up in the studio. I need to really have some tools on my belt if I'm going to take this seriously. So that's when I went to the recording program, the LA recording program at the film school, and I did an associate's in audio engineering. So learning what equipment doesn't all work the same. If you're a rapper, if you're an MC, different templates, using Pro Tools versus Logic. There's different programs that people mix in that makes things sound better. It's more complex when you're doing live sound, live instrumentation. It's a lot easier when you're just an MC and you're recorded to a record, but you don't want to take that for granted either, because it's a lot easier to record for a rapper than for a guitarist, you still want to take advantage of all that you could really do in the studio with your vocals and with, some mixing and with some plugins. it's just like learning how to cook. One day you might just know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but then next thing you know, you over here like you Subway, just making all kinds of sandwiches because you got cucumbers and pickles and tomatoes and lettuce, and you switching it up. That's how it is in the studio. So I feel like the more time you spend in there and the more knowledge you could bring to yourself, because that's one thing I did learn too, going to school, spending all that money to go to school, the internet. With practice and motivation, you can kind of self-teach yourself, like, a lot of things in these days and times as opposed to how it was before. And we got a lot more access to things these days, being in a lower income bracket than you used to be. So, I just could say it's important. It's so important to know what's going on in the studio, to know what sounds better for you, what equipment works better for you, who records you the easiest or the best. Like, that way, if you have more information, you're less difficult to work with, and you're just more aware overall as an artist, and then you could teach and start helping other people too.
Yeah. And people got to understand the process in terms of studio, because one thing about it, there are two elements of studio activity. One is the professionalism in terms of the people knowing what they're supposed to do, and then the etiquette of those that are in the presence of those working. Neither one should interfere with the other. Professionals are paid to do a job. They're paid to do the job correctly. Kit for those in terms of, and this is a lesson for anybody that is ever going to sit in a recording session, it is a very intimate process. It should be a respectful process. Let the people who were hired do their job, just like you let people do their job.
Yes, I agree with that. I always say, like, if somebody is they're an expert in this, let the expert do the expert. When you're independent, you're a person that has to do everything, so it kind of gets hard for you to get used to, like, just doing what you're supposed to do. But I find it that when you respect a person's art, okay, because if a person is a mixing engineer, that's an art. If a person is a recording engineer, that's an art. If the person is a producer making a beat, that's art. So before you go, like, trying to have them do things like this, like that, like, I always believe give them a chance to do what they going to do first, because then you could just add to it, and then it'll be a perfect mix of the best that they got to offer and the best that you got to offer. But if you go in the studio, you trying to tell the engineer to do this, tell this to do that, like, how you going to sit back and get the best product if you want everything your way? So it's like a fine line, because you can be so talented, but it takes away from your full potential if you're not allowing nobody else to be talented too. You feel what I'm saying?
That part. Oh, my God. Say that again.
Beautiful.
Say that again.
It's so true. It takes away from your talent too and reaching your full potential if you're not letting nobody else be talented too. And that matters if you're a song, if you're making a beat with somebody, if he's a producer, you can't, like, be stepping on everybody's toes. You missing out on the opportunity because you think you know it all already or you got it all figured out. That's not the point of having a team. You know what I mean? Student mentality plays a big role in how great you could become or how great an outcome could be. And I think that I spend so much time just being a student because, like, I'm not well known at all. I'm very underground, but I have a lot of power in the product that I'm putting out there, and the potential for the product is very visible once it can be seen. You know what I mean? A lot of people get discouraged from not seeing the results that you're working hard for. You find like you don't get to choose how much time makes a win. You just got to be down for the ride and keep going for your win.
That's right there.
That's real.
Beautiful. Yeah, it is.
And I think the overarching narrative of that eloquent, a statement is that everybody contributes to a win. Because once you have everybody who knows it's like the 96 Bulls, still to me the greatest team ever. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. They knew who the main focus was, but everybody contributed to make sure to not only making sure that main focus was able to do what they did, but they knew when they were called upon that they could let their talent shine in the capacity of bringing more to the picture. We cannot bring a work of art with just one color. It is and when you're dealing with music, cacophony of sound that is created with various hues and shades of colors in the composition. This is where art is created. This is where the picture becomes complete in terms of the sonics. This is when, after it is produced, then it is presented to the world. And the world sees the painting that you and all your, co-creators, has created. And that's important.
Definitely, I that.
When you look at the game right now, who would you like to work with?
Man, who would I like to work with at the game right now? I would still like to work with first Lamar. I definitely like to work with Nas, man. Scarface, man. If I could get a record with Scarface, that's so hard. That's why I'm like, I gotta sit here and think and just picture myself like if I could just walk up in the studio, where would I be going? Man, I would try to get in the studio with Dr. Dre if I could, for sure. And then there's just so many answers, like as far as shit, there's like Rick Rubin out there. Like, who are you talking about? Shit, I'm trying to
legend.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Shit, if I could catch Clive Davis before he leave the earth, I'm trying to catch him too. Shit, see what we can do. I'm trying to get up in there. But there's so many, man. I would like to get in there with Adele. Man, powerful people. Bruno Mars is hard. Like, not just hip hop artists. Like, I'm the type, I like to rap over pianos and shit. So it's Alicia Keys, man. Like, what? Where's she at? Come on, Alicia. Let's holler at your girl one time for me.
Man, look, get Anderson Paak on drums. We got Alicia on piano. We got Scarface because he can play guitar, so we can have him there. I mean, and then Questlove.
That's a dream collabo.
Got the Keys in the Scarface record already. That should be some shit we got, man. Where the suits at? We need the suits coming put a record together. Go on and hatch one of y'all $1 million singles. I would love to hear some Alicia Keys and some Scarface rapping on it. That would be hard. But yeah, you got Eminem. I like the lyrical powerhouses. You know what I mean? I like to feel shit when I listen to my music. I like to feel something. So there's just so many, but yeah, those would definitely be like some of the first ones. I'm sniffing up under a rock, okay?
I mean, but that's,
Slaughterhouse, you got Styles P, you got Lloyd Banks is hard, man. If you ever sit down and really listen to Lloyd
underappreciated.
Banks,
Lloyd is nice. Yeah.
People are underrated. Like, they're such lyrical geniuses, and like just the way that they get these records done, man. It's like, yeah, those are definitely like a handful of who I'm trying to get thrown in the studio with if I could first.
Now, I know this is where I think, this is one killer collaboration. I don't know if you're familiar with her, but I think you and her would body bag it on everybody. Armani Caesar of Griselda. Are you familiar with her?
Armani What's the name?
Armani Caesar.
Write her name now, no. Armani Caesar.
So that shout out to Conway, Benny, Westside, Tony De Niro, City Boy, good friends of ours. On that side of New York and Buffalo, shout to Eastside Buffalo 716. We see y'all. Also, too, they have a girl, Keisha Plume. She's a poet, and Tiana Denise. She's a singer. Man, I can see it now. Keisha's on the spoken word intro. You and Armani trade bars with Tiana singing the hook. They need to make me a damn A&R with this shit.
So I'm saying, you got my number now. Make sure you call me. I'm down for whatever. I'm a girl's girl. I love working with new people, new artists, but I do love girls because I think we need to stick together. We fight too much, and when we stick together, we're way more powerful. That's why society designs it so that women fight so much. But yeah, hopefully, man, we all make our ways and get to a point where we could just be bigger and bigger and reach a plateau.
Oh yeah.
You know that we all meant to do. You know, now it's open season because you know they wasn't letting the girls in now, but now the girls are flooding the gates. So now it's a matter of what can you bring to the table that this person can't. So you just got to work on the shit that you got to bring to the table, work on the things that you're good at, become professional, your best at it, and then go for it, period. No matter how many no's you get, just go.
Yeah. And I think on that level, when we look at the game, obviously there's enough for everybody, but you can't have a too testosterone driven. You know, we like to see pretty faces too, and you know, the thing is, for
take it mostly is the like this one shit right here. And I probably won't say another interview, but I'm gonna say this on this one. It's to get on a chick's nerves how every female rapper has female mainstream artist, whether it's rapper, singers, has to be like, okay, bad chick, okay, body bomb, outfit fine, like she just has to be all fine. But then you come and you African battle road new male rappers, and they just could be fat, they could be out of shape, their hair could look crazy, like somebody's front lawn.
Before weight loss.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why they let so many. They could be mid. These are very midly attractive men. They could go, but girls can't get in unless you like poof. You gotta be bad.
But that's true in life too, not just a rapper. That's just true in life. It just has me on the floor each time. Like, you know what? Why they think that they could give this fool $1 million budget and he looked like goddamn Chewbacca, but now they questioning, can they give this young lady a $50,000 budget because she might need a BBL or she might need a boob? I'm just sick of that shit.
Man, it's disgusting, man.
Yeah, and I understand where you as a woman come from because I know y'all want to see something for y'all too that y'all like that's visually appealing. You know, just like you like to see, pretty girls. The pretty girls like to see handsome men that they think are, what I'm saying,
like, why we just short end of the stick? I know we women, so we just get short end of the stick in general. But I'm saying, can the NRs do a little better? Because in the 90s, they used to find good-looking R&B dudes. Like, now it's like they just let anything go out there. Like, did you not see the tooth that's missing on the left side of his mouth? Like, why did he smile? Y'all not about to do nothing about this?
There.
What? They not about to do nothing. They not going to tell him he got to get hair and makeup before that video. They just going to put him on the camera like that.
But it's funny though too, because when we look at how as us growing up, as men and as straight men at that, we grew up in a time in terms of how the men came in the game where, I'm gonna just say it, and this is not trying to take shots at anybody's lifestyle. Niggas ain't grow up wearing no damn dresses. We ain't grow up wearing no damn dresses.
Nah.
So when we see these dudes wearing these dresses in the game and this, that, and the other.
Women too. That's bullshit. Drake is wearing pink nail polish. Cut it out.
You know what?
And
the nail polish. You know what? See, that's what I'm
not
saying.
Okay. Get a nice clear manicure.
Get away with having this conversation. We should just change the subject. We got to have this one in person.
But there's a standard that has to be set, I think, in terms of where we want the game to be in terms of representation. And I think more than anything, we want the game to be represented from a place that brings respect, dignity, and honor to the people that are involved. It should not entail compromising who you are as a person in terms of dress or mannerisms. It's funny because when we look at the game, part of the game in terms of being a star sometimes is predicated on a level of originality and even outrageousness because you're doing something that nobody has done. But even then, The
well,
question
definitely
is,
look at you see how Doja Cat started off. She made that dumbass video talking about bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow, moo, bitch I'm a cow, and now she's Doja Cat, and she literally had on a goddamn cow suit with the milk nipples on the front.
but it's funny because with Doja, because I remember when that video had like only 50,000 views like 6-7 years ago when it came out, but when I saw it, I was looking at the video, and I'm going to be dead honest, dead ass. May my Nike collection burn if I'm lying. I'm looking at this video, I'm like, this is genius, because you knew with it that that was not a serious song, and then Doja said, that was just basically me goofing around, but it's funny, when we really saw Doja do what she did, and I have her past 3 albums, Scarlet, Planet Her, and Hot Pink. The girl is a phenomenal talent. I mean, when she mentions Little Brother as being one of her influences, I'm like, okay, she's
a lot of them are students to this. They just got to suppress their knowledge because, you're appeasing the masses in a way. You're appeasing the masses of dummies to appeal to certain demographics to make profit. So, in a way, you got to pretty much decrease your knowledge to succeed. You got to dumb down your intelligence.
You got to play the game. Yeah, you got to play the game. But Doja, I mean, the way Doja gets down, I've heard Doja really spit. She is amazing.
She's been a talent for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, a long time before we all knew her as Doja.
But she, to watch her grow, and she's proof that somebody's going to see you, because she wasn't Amala Diamini, her real name. Amala came at a time where she was like anybody. She just found her lane, and then she let the music speak for herself. And the thing is, when you have the talent, the people are going to find you. That's why I tell anybody, stay true to your vision, and just know and believe that you got something that you are able to show the world. We all start from somewhere, but you don't go nowhere until you move from where you started from. You can't stay in the same place.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And I really believe in that. Like, I think it becomes a little more time has to go by. You put a little more work and eventually you got so much time and work put into something that it's like, no, I can't go back. This is what I feel I'm supposed to be doing. Like, you get more confident in it. It's like you find your groove. And I think that a lot of people be so worried about, like, time frames. Did I do it at the time? Now I'm too much older or whatever. Like, you don't understand. It's going to be that one try that yes, and everything else just don't make so much sense. Telling everybody, January 5th, the stars are aligning on our planet. You're going to be able to look up with a naked planet align. That doesn't happen in a lot of lifetimes. So I think that people need to really get rooted in what they love and stick to it, because it's like a special time ahead of us coming.
I mean, and I tell this story all the time. You're absolutely right, because you're never too old as long as you have an appreciation. I'm 46 years old. I will never stop thanking King. That's my brother. I will never stop thanking him, Sandman, and Chinchilla, all of them, for giving me an opportunity on the show. King started this back in 2013, 14. He was later on, but he felt that there was a voice that needed to be heard, and he could provide it. And we started off, he started off, small, had, brought the people in, all of us. And I mean, look where we're at now. This is our 635th show. I mean, you're part of our history. You're part of, your mother, Dae-One, you all are part of our history coming on the show. We can't write these chapters without people like yourself contributing your stories to it. You're just as much a part of our lives as we are, for the platform. We can't thank y'all enough for coming on.
Right. I appreciate you guys so much for having me as well. Like, I hope one day we're all looking back at this one, having our like, yeah, so we did it.
Most definitely.
That's
most definitely. That's the goal of it, man. We behind you 110 toes down. Now, before we go, do you have any shout-outs you want to give out?
Man, definitely. I need to give a shout-out, of course, to my mom, my brother, my sister, Derek, CPT, Dae-One, JSK. Definitely my girl, my sisters from another Mrs. Trendy and Cam. Damn, there's so many people that but those are the main ones. My homegirl, Lacey, somewhere out there in Riverside. And, yeah, God, I always shout out to God. I wouldn't be here without him, man. So, yeah, I love everybody. Thank y'all so much for having me. I didn't snack off from work long enough. I got to stick my ass back in. And thank you for hanging with me when I my phone down. Y'all are truly one of ones over here. I'm ready to do this thing again when I'm not working so we can really have some fun.
You know you're welcome back anytime. All of y'all, we love you so much. Thank you for this. We have thoroughly enjoyed this. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Good night, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving.
Right,
Tomorrow, everybody eat some good food.
Thank you.
And have a good night. Goodbye.
Absolutely. Brother
On
King,
that note, we up out of here. So catch this episode on all streaming platforms at, I believe, tomorrow. And to let everybody know, we're going to be making a move on another platform real soon. We're looking at a new home on Blog Talk Radio. Blog Talk Radio is shut down operations. So all of our content you will also be able to find on Spreaker. So you can check us out there. You can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Amazon, SoundCloud. We are everywhere. And we just ain't shut down nothing over here. We stand at barriers. Nothing they do could just throw any rocks at us. So look for 2025. We're gonna be leaving big.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we better be up out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving, and we out.
Peace.
Good night.
Night. Thank y'all again.
ET, Ryan Seacrest here. People always say it's good to unwind, but that's easier said than done. The exception, Chumba Casino. They actually make it easier done than said, or at least the same. Chumba Casino is an online social casino with hundreds of casino-style games like slots and blackjack. Play for fun. Play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sign up now and collect your free welcome bonus at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, we're all set for the party. I've trimmed the tree, hung the mistletoe, and paired all those weird-shaped knives and forks with the appropriate cheeses. And I plugged in the Bartesian.
Bartesian?
It's a home cocktail maker that makes over 60 premium cocktails, plus a whole lot of seasonal favorites, too. I just got it for $50 off. So, how about a Cosmopolitan or a mistletoe margarita?
I'm thirsty.
Watch. I just pop in a capsule, choose my strength, and...
Wow. It's beginning to feel more seasonal in here already.
If your holiday party doesn't have a bartender, then you become the bartender. Unless you've got a Bartesian, because Bartesian crafts every cocktail perfectly in as little as 30 seconds. And I just got it for $50 off.
'Tis the season to be jollier.
Add some holiday flavor to every celebration with the sleek, sophisticated home cocktail maker, Bartesian. Pick up your phone and shake it to get $50 off any cocktail maker. Yes, you heard me. Shake your phone and get $50 off. Don't delay.